Okay, start the day. We always went to the restaurant. We got like the same thing every morning because it was just so good. And we also got super into tennis while we were in Fiji. They had a tennis court that was always empty and it was just really easy to play. And we just kind of fell in love with it and it was fun to move our body. But we definitely need to practice a little bit.
What I will say is just don't judge us based off these clips. I think this was like our first or second ever time playing and we were having fun with it, but it was quite a workout.
Actually, not too bad, but tell them how you're doing.
Winning.
You're winning, 5-1.
Easily. I guess nothing. Brock's trying to do all these drop shots, but he underestimates my speed, and I've gotten to like every single one.
That's true. You're playing a lot better today.
Yeah, I didn't play
Your best.
hand sports
Hand-eye coordination sports.
growing up, soccer and running, so it's been a learning curve, but I'm getting there.
You are getting better.
Then around lunchtime, we went to this waterfall and hopped in. It felt so nice because the water was so cold and we fed all these fish. And there was an eel in there, which was so weird.
The eel very much freaked me out, but you'll see a little bit more on that later. That was some foreshadowing. And then for dinner that night, we had a private dinner in this cave, which was catered. They brought all the food down to us. It was absolutely amazing. Just like really every meal that we had in Fiji, absolutely amazing. But after dinner, we realized that we were surrounded by hermit crabs, and some of them were ginormous, like the size of your hand, and they were just crawling everywhere. What's your favorite part about Fiji?
The people.
That's my answer too. Because like, there are similar tropical
just
climates,
good.
but the people here. Oh, here they come. Here comes the people. Hola. What's your favorite part about Namale, the resort we're staying at?
It's quiet. Like, I think there's maybe, 12 bouvettes?
Yeah.
12 little villas. So, like, you're walking around and it's not super busy. You go to the pool, no one else is there. You
Also,
go down
it's
to the
adults
beach.
only.
It's adults only. You go down to the beach, no one's there. You go to play tennis, no one's there. Like, it feels like you're the only people at the resort. The only time you see other people is when you go to eat or if you do a group activity.
My favorite thing is kind of the opposite.
Oh.
I love that there's no one here, but I love that there's a community aspect with all the other couples here.
Oh, I also agree
Where
with
like
that.
before dinner every night, you show up like an hour early to dinner and you just have cocktails
Just to talk to people.
and you just chat it up and you talk to all the other couples.
I've never done that on any other vacation.
No.
Like, even at other resorts that I've stayed at, where you like go and sit
Yeah.
and just talk to people that you've never met before.
There's like designed times to just have community.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So we walked on the reef a ton, which was perfectly okay, and just looked for critters, sea cucumbers, eels, whatever we could find. And it was so fun, and it was right underneath our bure. So we did it every day pretty much. And there was this really cool blowhole. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but there's like holes underneath the reef. And so when the water comes up, it shoots it out of the blowhole. And we had so much fun with that. It was like nature's shower.
Oh!
Don't do that.
He came
He's
towards
not
us.
gonna hurt us.
He scared me. Oh my gosh. He's under that rock.
What did Lodi say?
What did Lodi say?
She said, don't freak out when the baby eels run around.
Oh, why?
Because you're gonna hurt yourself. They're not
Oh.
gonna hurt you.
They just
They're
scare
too
me.
little.
They look like snakes. I'm scared of that eel.
Well, then probably a million more.
Keep them away from me.
I also had an obsession with finding sea cucumbers. I came here when I was little and I just have this like very clear memory of finding sea cucumbers. So I spent hours looking for them. I found this one. He was probably the biggest guy I found our whole trip. They're super weird. They're like soft, but then they harden and they change shape and they're sticky. They're just kind of fun and it's totally okay to hold them as long as you're careful.
And before someone cancels us for walking out here picking up a sea cucumber, the Fijian people not only told us that we could, they showed us how, and they showed us how to pick up the sea cucumbers. So as far as I'm concerned, this is okay. A lot of people have wondered where we've been eating and our favorite restaurants here in Fiji. All of our meals have pretty much been at the resort because it's an all-inclusive resort. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Leave the resort. There's not a town to go to eat.
Yeah.
There's a town, but it's Fiji. It's a very poor country.
Yeah.
There's not like restaurants to go out to.
Yeah.
So.
You stay at your resort, you eat at your resort.
One of our unexpected favorite parts about this trip was that there was a pool table in our room. So when we would get back to the room and have some downtime, we wouldn't just sit on our phones. We picked up pool, and neither of us are very good, but it made for a competitive environment and we just had fun with it. It's currently pouring rain outside, which is the first time it's rained in the 8 days we've been here, which is extra funny because before we came, the forecast said that there was an 80% chance of rain pretty much every day.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. What's your thoughts on the rain?
Dating a content creator's challenge.
We went scuba diving. We actually ended up going twice. It was so much fun. It's just a whole different world, and I've never seen the ocean from that perspective, so it was really cool. But on our second trip, as soon as we jumped in, he like rings the bell to get our attention and then does the motion for shark, and we were like, wait, what? And we turn and there's a shark, and then a few seconds later he does it again and there's another shark, and there are these like little baby white tips. If you had asked me before, thought I would have been scared, but for some reason I was super calm.
How was your experience in Fiji?
Awesome.
And because we can't sit still, we decided to do some kayaking as well. It's this little tiny kayak, and we just went around the bay, but it was windy and it was kind of rough out there, and you can see it's kind of overcast, but we had fun.
Brock says I'm bad at paddling.
I didn't say you're bad at paddling.
I've been banned to being a passenger princess.
Inconsistent strokes. That's what she said.
Whoa, 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 you're a bad driver.
As soon as we got back to shore, we had some time to kill before dinner, so we went hunting for more hermit crabs. They come in obviously all different shapes and sizes. Some of their shells are so cool. Some of them are massive. I did not know hermit crabs could get that big, but it was really cool just to see how many there were and learn about them, I guess.
There's like 100 of them.
Where are they going?
It's like hermit crab mania. How are you feeling?
Feels so good.
You had how many?
That's a good question.
7 or 8
I had more
bowls
than
of
I
kava.
could count.
Yeah.
I think I had more than 7 or 8.
What is kava?
It's a root like taro or cassava. You grind it into a powder and then you steep it like a tea, but not in hot water because then it's too strong, I think.
Yeah.
In room temp water. And you drink it. It tastes like mud water.
Yeah.
But
That
I
makes your
kind
mouth a
of
little tingly.
I kind of almost like the taste. It's
I
just
don't.
earthy.
Sure.
More earthy than like matcha, but feel great.
Yeah.
We're currently at our last dinner in Fiji, and it is pouring rain like a scene from Forrest Gump.
They even had upside down rain. Isn't that what he says?
That's one of the things he
Yeah,
says.
sideways rain.
I think they say they had rain that, yeah, felt
What
like
is
it
it?
was coming up from underneath you or something like that. Something
He
like
says
that.
upside down rain.
Coming from underneath you.
After a few days of rain, the sun finally came out. It was beautiful. It was the perfect send-off. The resort that we stayed at does something really cool. You get to carve into your own tile, and they put it all over the resort. So we obviously wrote Tay and Brock and the year, and that'll be there forever.
Thank you so much for watching part 2 of our Fiji honeymoon. If you missed part 1, you can find it on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe because next week we're going to give you a behind the scenes look at a live speaking event.